You say something a little wrong, or someone says your name, or a room full of people suddenly turns to look at you, and before you can do anything about it, your own face betrays you. Heat floods your cheeks, the skin goes red, and everyone can see it. You are blushing. And here is the genuinely strange part. No other animal on Earth does this. You come equipped with a feature whose only job is to broadcast your own embarrassment to the entire world, and you have absolutely no control over it. Why would evolution ever build that? This puzzle is so strange that it bothered Charles Darwin himself. He called blushing the most peculiar and the most human of all expressions. He filled pages trying to explain it and never quite cracked it. Because on the surface, blushing makes no sense at all. First, what is actually happening? Blushing is not something you decide to do. A social trigger, embarrassment, shame, guilt, sudden attention, flips a switch in your nervous system, the same automatic system behind fight or flight. In response, the tiny blood vessels in the skin of your face widen, warm blood rushes in close to the surface, and your face turns visibly red. It is fast, it is automatic, and you cannot stop it by trying. Plenty of animals have powerful displays. A dog shows its belly to surrender. A cat puffs up to look fierce. A peacock fans its tail. But none of them do this. No animal involuntarily turns its face red because it feels socially exposed. The blush is ours and ours alone. It may be the single most human signal we have. Now look at how bizarre that is. Think about every other signal a creature sends. They almost all share one goal: to make the animal look better, bigger, stronger, calmer, more in control, healthy, confident, not to be messed with. Animals hide weakness because in nature, showing weakness gets you challenged or eaten. Blushing does the exact opposite. It is a signal that screams your weakness. It announces to everyone watching that you are flustered, that you feel caught, that you think you did something wrong. It hands over your most vulnerable moment, on purpose, in bright red, where nobody can miss it. By every rule of survival, you should want to hide that feeling. Instead, evolution made it physically impossible to hide. That is the puzzle. Why build a feature that gives away your own guilt? The answer is that blushing is not really about you. It is about your group. Humans survive by living together, in tight webs of cooperation that only work if people can trust each other. And a blush turns out to be one of the most powerful trust signals we have. It is, in effect, an apology that your body makes for you before you can even speak. When you blush after a slip-up, you are involuntarily telling everyone around you something very specific. I know I broke the rules. I care that I broke them. I am ashamed, which means I respect the rules we all live by. In a single, helpless flash of red, you prove that you are not a threat, not a cheat, but one of us, someone who feels the weight of getting it wrong. And here is the genius of it. The whole thing only works because you cannot fake it. Imagine if you could blush on command. It would be worthless, just another expression you could put on to manipulate people, like a fake smile. But you cannot control a blush. It bypasses your will completely. And that is exactly what makes it believable. The blush is honest precisely because it is involuntary. It is a signal your conscious, scheming mind is locked out of. And it works. Studies find that people who blush after a blunder are judged more trustworthy, more likable, and are forgiven far more quickly than people who stay cool. Knock over someone's coffee and go red with embarrassment and they shrug it off. Knock it over and stare back with a blank, calm face and suddenly you seem careless or cold. The blush is the difference between a forgivable accident and an unforgivable one. But blushing demands something remarkable from the brain. To feel embarrassed at all, you have to be able to imagine what is going on inside someone else's head. You have to care how you appear in their eyes, to model their judgment of you, and to mind it. A creature with no sense of how others see it has nothing to blush about. You blush because you can step outside yourself and see yourself the way the room sees you. It is self-awareness made visible on your skin. Of course, this gift has a sharp edge. For some people, the fear of blushing becomes its own trap. You dread going red, and the dread itself triggers the blush, which feeds the dread. A signal built to smooth over small social bumps can spiral into real social anxiety. The same honesty that makes the blush so powerful is what makes it feel, in the moment, like a betrayal by your own face. But step back, and the blush is something close to beautiful. It is not a glitch. It is not weakness. It is an ancient peace offering, written in blood and skin, that says what words cannot, because words can lie and a blush cannot. It is your body proving, against your own will, that you are a deeply social creature who cares what others think, who feels the rules, who wants to belong. So the next time your face goes hot and red in front of a room and you wish the floor would swallow you, remember what is really happening. You are not malfunctioning. You are doing the single most human thing there is. If you enjoyed this, subscribe and tell me what to overthink next.